What's going on, guys? Arbolska here, the Tattooed Entrepreneur, back with a video that I promised you guys a while back, but I'm finally gonna get around to today. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Brought the kids to Disney Springs last night. We had a good time. The family's really loving being back down here in Florida. There's a lot to do. We're having a real good time, so you know, that's good. Today's video is gonna be about the fan page strategy. You know, it's kind of a hidden gem in the Instagram world. Not too many people use it, you know, and the reasons for that is, one, it costs money, two, it takes a lot of time, and three, it only works for certain niches. Like, you either gotta be a model, you gotta have some type of personal brand where, you know, it's based around yourself and you're a decently good looking person. It could also work for drop shippers. It could also work for clothing companies. You could basically set up, you know, 10, 15 different pages and promote your products. You know, the reach for the fan page strategy is huge. It does take time to set up and it costs money, so not a lot of people use it. And luckily for this strategy, it's not very saturated, you know, because it takes so much time to set up and because it takes money to set up that, you know, not a lot of people do it. So if you do take the time to do it, then the growth can be exponential. In fact, I'll give you guys my fan pages. I'll show you an example of one of mine and how it's growing, and then I'll give you some results because I am using this right now. I've been using it for maybe 3 months, and I can tell you how I set mine up, you know, what you need to set it up, how much it's gonna cost you. All right, so just a few examples of who's using this fan page strategy. If you look up The Rock, Stephen James, if you just type my Instagram name into the search bar, Arbolska, you'll see all the fan pages show up. And that's how these people are gaining millions of followers. Imagine having 10 to 20 Instagram accounts reaching 800 people a day. All right, so what are some of the things you're gonna need to set up a fan page strategy? First of all, Instagram obviously only lets you have 5 accounts for a phone. Just to be safe, I won't set these accounts up on one phone and then log out of them. I actually buy or leverage my iPads, or I go to Walmart and buy these little $30 Alltech phones. And if you're gonna do that, make sure you get the ones with the faster processor, because the slower processor ones takes forever just to, you know, load up Instagram, upload photos. It's a headache, and I know this because I bought the bad ones the first time I did this, and it took me forever to set it up. I got done with like 3 accounts. I'm like, oh my god, I'm not doing this. Make sure you get the faster ones. Actually, I'll pull it up on my phone real quick so you can see which phones I'm talking about. It's practically just a little pay-as-you-go phone, but you don't need the service plan because you could just run it off your Wi-Fi. So make sure you got Wi-Fi. Just a little $20 track phone. You know, you I bought 5 of them, so you got 5 phones, create 5 separate Instagram accounts on. All you gotta do is pay 20 bucks for each phone and then run it off your Wi-Fi. All right, so along with the phones and the Instagram accounts, you're gonna need email addresses for each account. So it's gonna take you some time. I recommend going to Hotmail, Yahoo, Gmail, you know, something that'll let you set up multiple accounts and set up email addresses for each one. Don't make them too hard to remember. Like for me, I did Arbolska 1, Arbolska 2, Arbolska 3, Arbolska 4, because if you type a different name for each email, you're gonna start forgetting them. Use the same passwords. Make sure it's all grouped and organized, or else it's gonna get overwhelming. Also, before you go out and buy phones, make sure you leverage an iPad or, you know, whatever you have. You know, if you got iPads or stuff laying around the house, you know, use that first. Don't spend money if you don't have to. And some of you might know a better way to do it. I might have wasted money going and buying the phones, but I actually like to have the phones with the accounts. That way I can manage them. I don't have to log out and log in to all accounts. You know, Instagram doesn't associate my main accounts with 20 other fan page accounts, so I just kept them separate. I bought separate phones. You might not have to do that. You might know a better way. This is just how I've done it. You could tweak it if you want, or you could follow exactly what I've done. All right, so once you got the phones and the emails, it's time to start setting up your accounts. What you want to do is when you set up your account, for instance, Arbolska is my Instagram account. So what I've done is I've put Arbolska Fans, Arbolska Fan Page, Arbolska Fans England, Arbolska Fans Germany, because the way I've set up my fan pages is I target different countries and I target hashtags in different countries. I use each fan page to specifically target a different area of the world or a different community, a different niche. Keep all your fan pages with main accounts name in them. That's really important. You know, it's easier for people to associate that fan page with your main account. Now what you want to do is you want to post 12 of your best content, 12 of your best pictures, 12 of your best videos. You want your best photos on these fan page accounts. And one more thing before we go ahead, you need to have some type of social proof on your main page, because if people are getting notifications from fan page accounts and they come into your main page and you only have 1,000 followers, they're gonna understand that you really don't warrant fan page accounts, and they're gonna know it's BS. I've actually had this happen one time where I had a fan page account follow me. I went to the fan page, the girl was pretty. I went to her main account and she had like 2,000 followers, and I'm like, oh, well, this girl's obviously using the fan page strategy. This isn't legit. So you wanna have, over 10K followers on your main account at least to do something like this if you are using fan page strategy for a personal brand. If you're just setting up multiple accounts for clothing or just to market products, then you don't really have to worry about that. But if you're driving traffic back to your main page, you need to have social proof on that page or this isn't gonna work. People are gonna know it's bull. All right, so this isn't a strategy that you use right off the bat. This would be a more intermediate strategy that people are gonna use after they've been growing their Instagram account for a while and you've kind of picked up some traction with the world. All right, so now that you got 15, 20 fan page accounts set up, what is it time to do? It's time to plug them into an automation software. What software do I use specifically? I use Follow Adder for this. For the 10-page fan account for Follow Adder, it costs $118 every 6 months. So every 6 months to run 10 accounts on Follow Adder is 118 bucks. I mean, somebody do the math, 118 divided by 6, what is that? That's what you're paying. Like I said in the beginning of the video, it costs money. It's not time effective. But listen, we're here to invest in ourselves, right? We pay $5 for an energy drink or a coffee in the morning, but we can't pay a little bit of money to run some fan accounts on Instagram? Man, come on. You trying to grow? Or you trying to be slow? Come on, man. You gotta spend that money. You gotta come out of your pocket a little bit if you want to grow on Instagram. That's what I tell people. I don't understand when people say, oh no, I spend no money. I don't pay for shout outs, I don't pay for this. Yeah, well, you don't grow. you don't make money. So keep it broke. All right, the best thing after you plug these accounts into Follow Adder is you can target whatever you want. And you don't exactly have to be safe with the settings, because who cares if these accounts get banned? In fact, I've had 2 of them get banned because I just went absolutely overboard. I followed like 7,500 people and I got banned. I got banned like 2 days later. So you don't have to be, and that's another reason why I bought the phones, because I don't want this associated with my main accounts, but you can go outside the box here. I target random stuff. Why not pick up looky-loos from here and there and everywhere? And you want to bring people into your page. Not everybody has to be super interested in tattoos or super interested in what you're doing to follow you. And some people just might like the captions you write. It's got nothing to do with your personal branding, really. It's just got to do with your self-development and what you're trying to put out there. So go after everybody. Have 5 or 6 of them targeting different areas of the world that pertain with your niche, and then have another 5 or 10 of them just picking people off from random pages and random niches and random hashtags. You know what I mean? Yeah, so run these things full bore. You know what I mean? If you got each page, hitting 800 people a day with notifications and you're running 20 of them, man, I mean, that's gonna be, that's massive. You're putting yourself out there when you do that. And if you've put good content on them, and everything's right, people are gonna convert to your main page, all right? Now listen, even if they don't convert, because the thing about it is I haven't actually sat down and looked at who's following the fan pages and who's following my main account, because I don't have the time, nor do I really care. I can kind of tell, I mean, my growth exploded after I started using this, so I'm 90% sure it's working. I can kind of tell who's coming off these fan pages, because the people that come off of my unfollow, the notification says I'm following them. But when I get a notification of somebody following me and it's just a blue, this person's following you, I know they either came off the fan page or they came off, some type of other method other than my follow method. So that's kind of how I judge. At the end of the day though, and I'll show you guys one of my fan pages right now that I've only had running for maybe a month. It has 1,300 people following it. Now, and that's just a fan page in like a month. This is an example of one of my fan pages. Arboska fan page. Look, 1,200 something people following it. I'm following 7,500. Put your best pictures on there. Now see, I didn't set up the unfollow on this one, so you know what I mean? And then I don't even think I have it plugged in anymore. But at the end of the day, even if they're not converting onto your main page, you still have the attention of 1,300 people on this profile. So you could do what you're doing on your main page and translate it over onto these pages if they don't convert to your main page. Whether they're following your main account or the fan page, you still have those eyes. And because you went out and bought new phones like I told you, you can post content on these pages and target these people from the fan pages if you wanted to. I don't do it like that. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I still have these people's eyeballs on this page. So if I need to, I can go and target them if they're not following my main account. So the results from this, I can't really give you the results because I don't really track them. One of you is lucky to go and look at all my fan pages and see who's following my main account and following a fan page. I have so many of them that, I don't care to really do it. I've already spent the money, it's running and I'm growing. So I'm benefiting from it. All these other people that are using them correctly are benefiting from it. You have to decide whether or not it's cost effective for you. You have to decide whether or not it's in your budget. You have to decide whether if it's an effective growth strategy for you. If it is an effective growth strategy for you, you will explode using this, especially if you're a good-looking girl, a good-looking guy, or if you just make a bunch of Instagrams for your products and smash them on a fan page strategy. And doing this yourself, because if you pay a social media marketing agency to do this, you're gonna pay thousands of dollars. You could probably get this done for less than 200 bucks in a day, whereas an agency is gonna cost you a couple thousand. It's gonna take a little while for them to set up. So that's it, guys. That's a fan page strategy. Listen, if you found value in this video, or if you have any ideas for videos you want me to create, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and comment down below if you want to see me do any certain type of video. If I don't respond to your comments on YouTube, just shoot me a message on Instagram, rbolska. I will respond to it there. I'm still getting used to looking through all my YouTube notifications. So that's it for now. You guys are welcome to go to my Instagram page and look up my fan pages. If you really need like an idea of what to post, I kind of gave you an example here, but you can go on there, rbolska fan page, and just get an idea. And listen, I will see you guys in the next video that is coming soon. I'm gonna do a video on why I don't use DM groups anymore, whether or not they're dead. I'm gonna make a video on hashtag strategy, whether or not hashtag strategies are still working. So stay tuned for that stuff, guys, and have a good weekend.